Everyone was kung fu fighting. This joke is dead as lightning. Yeah. Let's talk about the martial arts. One of the better things that I enjoy, whether it be the mixed martial arts fighting or watching Japanese suit actors fighting colorful tights, who doesn't love kicking ass and taking names? And there are certainly plenty of Pokemon that fight with the martial arts. And hey, if Jackie Chan can fight goons off of windshield wipers, why can't fictional creatures be based off of fighting techniques?
Round 1, fight!
Ah, the first generation. You may not be the best in my opinion, but you were what got the ball rolling for the franchise, and as such, we've got two of the most iconic fighting-type Pokemon of Generation 1. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. As the two names would suggest, these two are based off of Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, two of the most well-known martial artists to ever hit the silver screen. Although, if we're going off that, then the number 5 spot would have to go to Hitmonlee with his kickboxing techniques. Mainly because Jackie Chan isn't known for being a boxer. He's known for a lot of things, even dressing up as Chun-Li. But boxing? Not really his style. That's just me speaking though.
Hitmonlee!
As I said, one can easily attribute kickboxing to that of Hitmonlee, but in actuality, this fighting mon is also based off the techniques of Taekwondo, and has a lot more focus in kicking techniques. And as someone who has studied Taekwondo for a while, I feel a bit of a kinship to this kicker. So why is it so low on the list? To be honest, I really don't care for its design. I don't think it's bad per se, but it's just not something that I want for a kickboxing Pokemon.
Round 2, fight!
The use of fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Known as the art of 8 limbs, Muay Thai is an interesting full-contact martial art. And there are two Pokemon who represent this martial arts style as well. And for the life of me, I can't really decide which one is better than the other. Well, that and I don't really have that great of flame shields if I neglected to mention either one of them alone. So taking both the 4th and 3rd spots are Blaziken and Infernape. Just by looking at their physical movesets, using fists, legs, karate chops, jumps, and in the case of Blaziken, using its beak for aerial race, these two represent Muay Thai very well. Both can represent more than just Muay Thai though. Even their designs are referencing martial artist equipment. A martial artist gi for Blaziken, and armored pads for Infernape. If I had to say which one would be higher, it had to be Blaziken, mainly only for its Mega Evolution. It's a bit unfair to judge it on that since Infernape doesn't have one, hence why I decided they should both have a tie here.
Round 3, fight!
Despite its name, martial arts is an umbrella term. Most of the time when you hear the two words, people will think about hand-to-hand combatants. However, if we look at the basic definition of martial arts, it can be mainly attributed to the sports and skills that are based off various forms of self-defense and attacking. So for that, our number 2 spot is for Samurai. After all, who doesn't like samurai and swords? As a fan of Rurouni Kenshin, Kamen Rider Gaim, and several period dramas involving samurai, I have always had a love for the armored warriors of Japan. With the ability to draw shell swords from his arms, this samurai otter is based off of swordsmanship. Duh! I'm not the biggest fan of Oshawott or Duott's designs, but holy hell, Samurott's design just looks awesome. So sleek and streamlined, and has a very good coloration for it, and I especially love the helmet that it's got that's based off of samurai armor and a shell at the same time. And considering its Pokedex entries, in the time it takes for a foe to blink, it can draw and sheathe its scimitars attached to its front legs. Oh baby, it knows the quick draw technique! Oh yeah! One swing of the sword incorporated in its armor can fell an opponent. A simple glare from one of them quiets everyone. Badass!
Round 4, fight!
Remember my Hitmonlee segment? I was a huge fan of Taekwondo. Well, my number 1 is also based off Taekwondo as well. From the 5th generation as well, we have the Shaolin Ermine, Mianshao. I've always had a thing for Ermines, or as a fancier term for weasels, and the fact that this Pokemon is based on Taekwondo fighting, with not only design-wise, but its fur looking that of a gi in some respects, really caught my attention. But it's also based off whip fighting and of course the Shaolin monks, who, if we look towards pop culture and their origins, are known for practicing the martial arts in order to focus their minds. As well as hunt for Shengon Wu, but then again, that current incarnation is really disappointing. There's just something that clicks with me with the design of Mianshao. Not to mention it was one of my favorite Pokemon in 5th generation with some very good versatility in movesets. And it was pretty fast and hit hard too. And that's my list. Tell me down below in the comments what sort of Pokemon you'd like to see on this kind of list, and feel to suggest some ideas for future lists for me.